Meeting of the Select Board on October 22nd, 2024. And I'm going to ask the town clerk to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Sure. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So we're here tonight to review the open meeting law violation as filed by Kevin Burwich. And it was delivered to me, Kevin, and other copies. On October 15th at 5:30, we met here to go into executive session. Your note says the public notice of the meeting did not contain a time at which the board would publicly convene. On the posted one, that's correct. But I read that night, the board will vote to adjourn to executive session in the town manager's conference room to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel to return to regular session at approximately 6 o'clock, and there was a roll call vote taken. So I think your intent, reading the agenda, was posted, but it did not happen that way. So now we'll go on with the other issues, and I would like a motion from this board to vote to appoint the temporary town manager, Rodney Conley, and authorize the chair to execute said contract with a 15% increase in pay. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. At this point, I will execute said contract. The other issues from Mr. Burwich was release of the minutes of the executive session, and I have a form that I will be filling out and submitting within the 14-day timelines of your October 16th request. And your other request is certainly valid. So I'm going to say that this board, as chair, we commit to strict adherence with the Massachusetts open meeting law. And I'd like that in the form of a motion from somebody.
So moved.
Is there a second?
A second.
A discussion? So the other two members are not here tonight, but they will get the minutes where we are affirming our adherence to the Mass open meeting law. Did you want to add anything in particular? You may have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I want to make clear that the reason for me filing the open meeting law complaint has nothing to do with the selection of Mr. Conley as the acting town manager. He seems like a logical choice. My objection is really to the public not getting to hear the deliberation and witness the vote about the choice of Mr. Conley. So Mr. Conley is a logical choice. There are many other department heads in town that also may have been a logical choice, and maybe one board member felt that it should be Ms. Breaker, and maybe another board member thought that it should be Mr. Conley. And then in the end, I've witnessed Mr. Mills in particular often asks for unanimous votes from the board if there was previously a split decision, but unanimity from the board in public is desirable. So again, nothing against Mr. Conley. It's really just about process and not using the open and making sure that we have public meetings about subjects about which we're supposed to meet publicly. I think that in the selection process moving forward, Mr. Chairman, you appointed a 2-member committee for certain items and a 2-member committee for another items.
Well, let me just correct you. A subcommittee.
A subcommittee.
Of 2.
A subcommittee of 2.
With the finance director to review the applications for recruitment services.
Yes, sir.
To bring back a recommendation to this board. Subsequently, after that, we will have a 5 or 7-member board to review the applications, of which Maureen and I are the co-chairs.
Very good. Yep.
Okay, and those people will be named after we have applications, after we have the recruitment firm in place.
Sure.
Okay?
So I guess my point is by naming 2-member subcommittees, we get one short of quorum of the board, and so those meetings do not have to be open, right? So I guess I would just ask if the board is sophisticated enough to get around the open meeting law or work within it that adeptly, the board knows enough to stay within it in other matters also.
Right. And when we hired our current town manager and went out for the applications, there was a committee that screened everybody in private, not in public, and then brought 3 recommendations to this board to be interviewed.
Yes, sir.
And
Yep.
that's the same process
Sure.
we'll go through this time.
I'm aware that preliminary screening committees can be done not in public.
Okay.
Yeah. So thanks for the opportunity to speak tonight, and thanks for hearing this. I appreciate it. So to be clear, are you in agreement that the deliberation and the vote that you took in executive session should not have been taken in executive session?
I'm going to fill out the minutes, and they'll be turned in an appropriate time.
All right, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Abby, thanks for coming. I hope you learned something tonight. You got in your packets the Town Manager Act and the Town Meeting Act to review for a workshop on November 7th. We'll have our regular meeting adjourn and then have a workshop here in this room to hear your questions, concerns, whatever, on that particular night. And, Mr. Town Manager, can we have the Chief of Police appear before us on November 7th?
He's planning to be here.
He's planning to be here. Very good. Thank you. That's all the business that I have. Any other business to come before the board?
No.
Hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.